5 a.m. and I'm about to have a cold shower. It's the last thing I want to do right now. So, about 3 months ago, I started taking cold showers. And it may sound like I'm exaggerating, but I can truly say that it changed my life. It helped me break a lot of bad habits that I had at the time. It also helped me form a bunch of new habits that were that I can only see in hindsight pushed me forward in achieving my goals. So 3 months ago, I wrote down three things that I wanted to achieve in 3 months, and one of them was quite big. It was to get a job in tech. I don't have a degree or any credentials in that field, so I thought it was something that was out of my reach. And 3 months ago as well, I was improving myself for a long time, going to the gym. I lost a bunch of weight. I got in shape. My mental health was starting to look really good. I was starting to have healthy relationships and friendships with people. But when it came to my goals, I found that I was more indulging in reading books about self improvement and watching videos about self improvement more than I was actually working on goals to improve my life. And I think that is a way. I think that problem is way more common than we think. And I think sometimes we don't realize that when we're just watching these videos and reading these books on how we can improve our life, we aren't actually improving. Yes, we are getting information and we're getting knowledge of how people did it, and that will help once it clicks to you. And I think it may be that that is a part of the journey in self improvement where you are taking in knowledge and you're absorbing knowledge, but you aren't necessarily acting on it. I think that might be a part of everyone's journey. It was a part of mine. But the real action happens when you decide to start doing stuff for yourself. And that's when it actually becomes uncomfortable. Reading books and watching videos and watching other people do it is all, it can give you a dopamine release and have you feel like you're actually doing those things when you're not. Um, and I realized it clicked to me 3 months ago that um, I wasn't really actually chasing my goals. I was I became good at improving my physique, losing a lot of weight, focusing on my mental health and making sure that my mental health was stable. And that's great. That's massive. But to take myself to the next level of getting an going from a laborsome job into a job that can be worked remotely, a job that requires a bit more skill, a bit more thinking, I was going to actually have to apply myself. And when you think of these goals, they're so big, um, you often don't know where to start. But from reading all these self improvement books and watching these videos, I did know that the reoccurring thing is you have to put yourself in a place of discomfort. You have to start doing hard things. It's not going to be comfortable. You will yourself will be starting to change, and through that change, it's going to be a little bit painful. So during that time, I thought of how I could, even if it wasn't directly related to my goals, like sitting down at my laptop and studying, I wanted to inflict a little bit of pain on myself, whether that be running early in the morning or whatever it may be. And at the time, my brother came over, and this is why it's so important to be surrounded with people who are also improving and also chasing their dreams. He mentioned that he has been cold showering, and it's been really good for him. He spoke about how doing something hard early in the morning will set you up for the rest of your day. So I decided then and there that I was going to start doing it. Yeah, I started doing it, and I didn't stop for, I think I did it for about 2 months straight, and it just changed me completely. Exactly what he said, like doing something hard so early in the morning just sets you up for the rest of the day. It makes you feel like you're unstoppable. Like there's nothing else that can come in the day that will be hard. So I would wake up at 5 6 a.m., take a cold shower, get ready for work around 10 hours, come back home, go to the gym, come back home from the gym, study for another 2 hours, work on actually achieving my goals, and those were my days for around 2 to 3 months. And I think the base of how I was able to really get in that zone, that mental zone of applying myself and working towards something and doing really hard things started with the cold showers. It also led to me stopping a lot of habits that were bad and not beneficial to me along that journey. I thought about this thing while I was getting ready to go into the cold shower, because if you've done it, you know that you stand outside the shower for a couple seconds or minutes before you have to talk yourself into going in there. And we all concentrate on controlling the hours and yeah, controlling the hours and controlling the minutes in our days. But when it comes to stopping a bad habit, something that we've been attached to for a long time, I think that having cold showers made me think that it comes down to even controlling the seconds in your day, because it is those seconds when you're standing outside the shower where you can convince yourself, nah, this is silly, I don't need to do this. Or when you're sitting at your desk and um, you'd rather go take a nap or do something else that would distract yourself. It only takes a matter of seconds instead of doing the work to talk yourself out of. It only takes a matter of seconds to talk yourself out of doing what's going to push you closer to your goals, because those things often feel like they are the harder things to do, um, because you are pushing against resistance. So, yeah, I strongly encourage everyone I know. I tell everyone I know to do it. It is it is in the act of going against resistance, of doing something hard, of taking that first step to start walking against the resistance and towards the path that you're trying to create for your life. I think that's a massive step, because going down that path won't feel easy. It's gonna feel like you're getting pushed back, but um, yeah, I just want everyone to be able to feel that feeling of doing something hard for a prolonged period of time and then coming out on the other side and seeing a reward for it. And that's exactly what I'm doing now for the next 3 months. That's why I've started my cold showers again. I'm in another period of growing and moving towards new goals. So, yeah, thank you for watching.